spoiler alert, maybe not spoiler alert. Proceed with caution on this video. Hey people, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, my name is Yeside, and I enjoy reading and also sharing my thoughts on the stuff that I've read. So feel free to check out other videos and subscribe to the channel. For my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. I have a question for you guys at the end of this video, so please be on the lookout. If you're a returning viewer, hit that subscribe button as well. So today I will be reviewing this book that was gifted to me on my birthday last year, and I got around to reading it for the weekend of my birthday this year. It's called Stay With Me by Ayobami Adebayo. Ayobami Adebayo is a Nigerian writer who has been awarded the Future Awards Africa Prize for Arts and Culture and listed by the Financial Times as one of the bright stars of Nigerian literature. Her debut novel, Stay With Me, was published in 2017 to critical acclaim. The book has been translated into over 18 languages. It was selected as a notable book of the year by several publications, including the New York Times, The Economist, The Wall Street Journal, and The Guardian. It was also shortlisted for the Wellcome Book Prize, the Bailey's Women's Prize for Fiction. The novel won the 9 Nobel Prize for Literature and the Prix l'Afrique. It was also longlisted for the International Dublin Literary Award and the Dylan Thomas Prize. Let's get into the book. So you have the story of a couple who have struggled to have kids, and this book just details all the events and everything they had to go through to get what they wanted, the lengths that they had to go. It also chronicles a lot of things that contributed to the pain of this struggle as well. So you have themes of love, and then you get to learn about the characters where you see their own perception or their own expectations of marriage. You see meddling family members, you see meddling in-laws as well. There's a lot of deceit, loss, reconciliation, let's say grief as well, grief and loss hand in hand. And just a lot of shockers in this novel. A lot of them. A lot. Really. Yeah. Tons and tons of, like, every page I was turning, there was something new. Really. What I really enjoyed about this book, I mean, you already have all the accolades that I listed about the author as well as the book itself. So there was a lot of acclaims. I mean, I don't mind adding to the acclaims of it because I think it's actually worth it. I mean, I've come across so many booktubers that have had this book on their list. It was published in 2017. I didn't get it until last year. And even non-booktubers just recommending it. It's an interesting read. So what I enjoyed about this book, or what I really liked, was how engaging it was. Like, every page every chapter was a sort of stunner or shocker. That's what I would say. That was one of the things I enjoyed about the book. Just really the drama that was surrounding the struggle, and some of these things are people's realities, and I just liked how the writer was able to put it all together in just this short space. Like, I found myself like opening every chapter and like, oh, like what the, and like I was quite judgmental about the characters. Like, really? Did you have to do that? Was that really necessary? I mean, almost like you people self The world has too much. Like that's how I felt like watching. I mean, I said watching, reading the book. It'll be interesting to see. No, I don't even want to think about it like a movie adaptation or series adaptation. No, nope. Book to film adaptations don't really are not as enjoyable if you have already read the book. And it just showed. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it just showed that most times love isn't really enough to weather storms that life brings, whether for couples or people. Like love really isn't enough. There's so many elements that people don't really take note of when they choose to. I feel like I'm getting deep right now, but like when people choose to start a family, really. And these people were very, very much like their own thing was, okay, we must have kids. Like we're married, so why can't we have kids? We must have kids too. So, but yeah, this book was. I really enjoyed the book. I was able to read it in one weekend. I've talked about what I liked about the book, but now I'm going to talk about what I did not like about the book. And one of the things I didn't like about it, I mean, it's based on the kind of person I am. So I tend to try to get spoilers. Spoilers don't really get to me. So I started this book. I read the beginning, and I flipped to the end. I was trying to say, okay. I mean, the way the end was, there was no way you could figure out what happened. You know, like you wouldn't have gotten the gist of it too. So that was one thing I didn't like, which isn't a bad thing. But if you're someone that is like spoilers driven, you know, but I would encourage that you actually be patient enough to read through and enjoy it. Really, I think it's worth the read. The other thing I didn't enjoy, I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it. Actually, it's just me being curious to see what the book would have been like. I wanted to say something, but I realized that maybe it might be a spoiler. But yeah, maybe spoiler alert, maybe not spoiler alert. Proceed with caution on this video. So I feel like the background. No, I think it's more of something that was good. How she was able to weave the occurrences in the country, the situation in the country, the national issues in the country, and how it also affected the characters at the end of the day. So she was able to weave that. So I think that's more of a plus, because I can't imagine. I mean, the book could have done without it, but it was also good that she was able to weave that into the book. Honestly, yeah. I mean, that's really it. It's not a lot to not like about the book, which is a good thing. I enjoyed this book. I feel like I've said this a lot of times, but I enjoyed this book. So in terms of the characters, who was my favorite character, who was my least favorite character? Like I mentioned earlier, I was a bit judgmental about the characters. A lot of them were in like phases of, let's say, growth or development. Like we're humans, we make mistakes, all of that stuff. So I couldn't really pick one person. I said, oh, this is my favorite character in the book, and this is why they're my favorite character. I can't really pick, and as well as the least favorite. Maybe if I do a reread of the book, I might be able to see, okay, this is who I, gel more with, or I kind of like I'm more empathetic towards. Really, that's it for me. Overall, Stay With Me was worth the read. I think it's worth the hype. I'm yet to see someone, with contrary opinion. And if you're that someone, please don't hesitate to leave your comments in the comments box below. And if you also are on my side that it's a good read, worth the read, also send your positive feedback in the comments section. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in for this piece of content. Like I mentioned at the beginning, for my returning reviewers, so I actually have two questions for you. So one question is, has there been any book that you read and felt really connected to, like this book was almost maybe partially the story of my life? Yes, no. If yes, do you mind dropping the book in the comment section? And then my second question is there any book that you would actually love for me to read and review on this channel? Please let me know in the comment section too. So yeah, but that's it for me. Thank you, and